Good morning, good morning, good morning! It is January 26th, 2024. We are off for a wild adventure. Today is Friday, by the way. Very exciting stuff. I just dropped Penny off to get groomed. Penny is our Labradoodle, Golden Doodle. So that's fun, and now I'm headed off to Kitech. Yesterday was an awesome day. I got to bring on Brandon Freeman as an employee at Kitech. He's going to be our marketing executive and telling the story. He's a film producer, and he's going to be telling the story of Kitech. What we're doing, how we're doing it, why we're doing it, all of that stuff. So we're really excited to have him on board. Had some clients in town this week. Went really well. We were working on our systems and processes with them, and how do we work better as a team, which is incredibly important. So that went great. So that's a little update. But I've been thinking, and I want to call myself out. I've had probably the last year and a half, I have had a victim mentality around not being accepted, people not wanting to listen to me, and people not wanting to help me, all this crap. I have had a piss poor attitude, which is why, even though I know what I'm trying to do, I've not been doing it, because I've been mopey and grumpy. I'm gonna change that. I don't like having that attitude. And I'm tired of feeling like no one gets it. Because people do get it. They may not see the whole picture, but people are starting to see what I'm saying and doing, which is great. And when I embarked on this journey, I called it my 40-year vision, my 40-year plan. Why would I think I could accomplish it in 2 years or 3 years? It's going to take longer than that, and that's okay. The time is going to pass anyway. And so I just wanted to acknowledge to the world that I've had a bad attitude, and I apologize for it, and I'm going to change it. It's not, I do want to acknowledge that I will probably still have bad attitudes in the future. Hopefully they're just not as lingering as this one has been. So, you have my commitment to keep doing what I'm doing, to keep creating this content, to keep putting myself out there, whether anybody watches or not. The great thing about starting, guys, anyone who's thinking about, oh, I should do something similar, we always worry that someone will see what we put out. So I want to lay that worry to rest for you, because for the most part, first couple of years, no one's even gonna notice what you're doing. No one's even gonna see it. Eventually you'll get good enough where they do see it. And even if they see something that's not well put together, they're gonna forget about it. Because, well, let me ask you this. Last week, what's something that you saw that concerned you or offended you from someone? Can you think of it? I mean, it depends how big the concern was. But for the most part, we're constantly moving on. That's the point of life, is to move on. So don't worry about it. You've got to get good somehow. That's why I just hit go live and start talking. The way I look at it, I'm going to take this seriously in 5 years. I'm going to practice between now and then. And who knows, maybe me not taking it seriously will be more successful than if I had taken it seriously. I mean, you never know. Time just passes. So, that's why I don't take anything seriously. Because being serious, being professional is not on my roadmap for another couple years. For now, I just want to be a dad. A dad to my kids that I can be a kid with. Like, that's what people are competing. When you compete with me, you're competing. My option is whatever we are talking about doing together or spending time with my family. That's the competition for everything. Which is great. It's how I want it. Eventually, my kids will grow up. They will have a life of their own. They will have their own jobs, bills, responsibilities. And I can focus on my stuff. But for now, my job is my kids. My real job is making sure Scarlett, Tristan, and Nora know how to live a fulfilling and happy life. That is the most important thing I spend my time on every day. And that's how we change our future, is by changing how we raise the next generation of leaders, the next generation of workers, the next generation of Americans. So that's what I focus on, is how can I be a better dad? How can I be there for my kids and help teach my kids to regulate their emotions? Help teach my kids to think and operate long term, not short term. See, thinking long term is easier when you have financial freedom, 100%. In my opinion, thinking long term is more important when you don't have financial freedom. What is your plan to live your life when you have to fund it doing things you don't want to do? That's when you really need to develop and hone that plan. So, that's why I do everything I do. It's for those dang kids. And that's why I've got a 40-year timeline, because the first 5-10 years is just raising my kids. Like that's the important thing in my timeline. It's being there for birthday parties and celebrating Christmas and 4th of July and going on vacations and trips, camping or boating or swimming or whatever it is. Until my kids move out, that's my priority. I don't need to save for retirement. And a lot of people will push back on this, I am sure. Right now, I am living my dream. When I put money towards retirement, which I do, but it's not my focus. When I put money towards retirement, I'm saying I would rather have access to that money in the future without my kids, rather than when I invest it today in experiences with my family and feeding my family, anything like that. I'm investing it in our current reality, and I know I get a return on investment there. And I know what it is. Eating. Very important. Great stuff. So, all that to say, know what you want. What is your roadmap? If you don't know your roadmap, it's going to be a hard road. Because you don't know how to make turns. You don't know when to make turns. You don't know where you're going. So my biggest advice for everyone is figure out what is your American dream. Where are you going? Because that's going to dictate everything. So with that, I hope you have a fantastic day. I can't tell you how much I appreciate all your support. Everybody who follows along, likes and shares our content, comments on this stuff, all of that helps us share this idea of taking care of each other now and in the future. And to do that, we just have to do one thing, and it's realize success happens over 50 years, not over one. And that's what America's Holding Company is built to do. So with that, have a great day. I appreciate y'all. We'll talk to you soon.